Today, we're going to be talking all about washing our produce. Okay, I know. Before I lose you, let me tell you why I think it is such a perfect, free, small step you can take towards cleaner living. Okay, so when you get your produce, there are actually thousands of microscopic organisms living on your produce. Okay, some of them are things like harmful bacteria, mold, fungi, and even animal waste. I know, so gross, and I don't want to be consuming that, and I don't want my family to be consuming that either. The other thing is that a lot of us are not growing our own foods, right? So you don't really necessarily know what kind of chemicals are going to be on your produce, right? So in addition, another plus is that it actually keeps your produce fresh for longer. I know, so amazing. So if you have family members, maybe a grandparent or in-laws that are like, oh my gosh, when I was back in the day, I didn't have to wash my vegetables. To that I will say, yes, you probably didn't 75, 50 years ago, but you also didn't have some of the chemicals we have today, like arsenic, okay? So the other thing I want to mention is that water alone doesn't really thoroughly wash off your produce, okay? If you are getting your food imported from other countries or even like halfway across the states, you just really don't know what kind of conditions they're going to be in. On average, it's about 1,500 miles before the produce lands into your grocery stores. That's like the travel that it takes. You don't know what was sprayed on it. You don't know how old it is, what it came into contact with. If somebody sneezed on it, you just really, truly have no idea. So what I do is I fill up our kitchen sink with water, and then I also pour in a cup or two of vinegar. If you have organic vinegar, the better. But remember, this is all about meeting you where you are at within your health journey. So if you're like, girl, I'm just trying to buy the apples and not the potato chips, to that I say, I am so stinking proud of you. And if you're like, you know what, I can manage to wash my produce, and I'm gonna be so excited for you. And if you're like, you know what, I already washed my produce, I'm gonna step up my game and I'm gonna put some organic vinegar in it instead of just regular. That's awesome too. Remember, do what's best for you. I'm gonna meet you guys where you're at. Do the same for yourself. Okay, so some of these other thinner skinned items, produce in here, such as these avocados, okay, these are only gonna stay in here for about 5 minutes, okay? They've got really thin skin, so anything thinly skinned is gonna be in here less than the rest of the produce. So afterwards, you're just gonna lay them all out on your counter to dry, and then that's it. It's really quick. Usually when I go to the grocery store, I put all these in the sink first and then unload the rest of the groceries, take care of the kids. They're probably screaming sometimes, so that's what I do. So I want to hear from you. Have you ever considered washing your produce first? Do you think this is a small step you guys could take to having less chemicals, right? So drop your questions that you have for me below, and I will get back to answering all of them ASAP. And then also, will you guys do me a favor? If you do this produce washing process at home, would you make sure to upload your dirty sinks and tag me in it, because I love being on this journey with you guys. It is just so fabulous to do it together, and I want to hear from you guys. So that's what we have for today. Remember that next week is same time, same place for another small step towards eating real food than processed.